Okay, so welcome back to Echo Podcast. For those of you who don't know, I am Ethan Cho, and that is why this podcast is called Echo Podcast, because if you take the THAN out of Ethan Cho, it becomes Echo, 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 Echo. And I thought that was kind of interesting. People used to call me Echo, that might be a lie, but that's why I named it Echo Podcast. I used to do commentary on things like the Crusader mascot at SFS and why that's problematic. I did interviews with like new students. I just talked about my life. I did ASMR and no one really liked that. But so I'm gonna do some more shenanigans today. But to start off, well, as you might see on my YouTube channel, I have a Duck Life 4 playthrough. And that kind of flopped, but I kind of wanted to do something similar today. So I'm going to do some podcast stuff, but since our generation kind of needs to be visually stimulated in order to really listen, I decided that I'm going to be playing Duck Life 3 while talking about literally anything because it is, again, as you can see, it is episode 1. So I'm going to be playing Duck Life 3, and yeah, if you have any complaints, then stop watching, but I hope you don't, and let's get right into it. Um, I don't know how So this is my second time trying to record this because I didn't know what to say. Because I'm kind of stupid. But then I got a hang of how to do the flying training. I know how to do that now. And yeah. So what I tried to do was like introduce myself, and but like it didn't really work out. So I'm gonna do that again. But now I know how to do the flying training, so I'll just introduce it to you guys. So you need to get the as I have not done. You have to get the coins. You have to get the purple coins to accelerate, and you get the yellow coins to I think spend to like level up your penguin or your duck or something. Um, and then like the further you go, the more you can train him in flying, and then you'll eventually race with other ducks to fly. Anyways, so yeah, if you don't know me, again, I'm Ethan Cho, and I have many interests, including Pokemon, whales. I'm kind of known as the whale guy, which I'm pretty happy with because I know people that are known for worse things. I like exploring nature. I like biking. I used to play volleyball, but like, can you really say I used to play volleyball when I only played it in middle school? But like, it was a big part of my life for a while, but it no longer is, thankfully. But like, I think I'll kind of talk about that. So like, I used to play volleyball in middle school, and it was really fun because, like, everyone perceives me as kind of like an unathletic kid, which isn't inherently wrong. It's just that everyone thinks that I physically cannot play sports, which is wrong. Like, I'm actually pretty decent at playing sports. Like I'm not good, obviously. Like, if I tried out for any of like the varsity teams at our school, I probably wouldn't get in. Probably I would not get in, but unless it's commitment based, but I don't think I would be able to commit. Anyways, so I did play volleyball, and it was pretty fun. I wasn't bad. I was really good at bumping apparently, and my serves were okay. My sets were awful, and my spikes were also awful, which is ironic because I'm pretty tall. Um, and so like so I did like a ninth grade, well, summer before ninth grade, I did a volleyball camp at SFS, and it was a huge flop. Like, not the camp itself, but like in the context of my life. Um, cause I think it said I'm level 50, so I don't have to do anymore. Okay, yeah. But I did it because I wanted to improve in volleyball, and I wanted to like, make new friends with the upperclassmen, and I had a few friends that did um do volleyball. There were 3 kids in my grade at the time at the camp. I think eventually more joined. I don't remember. But then the problem is I left. Like, I quit the camp, like literally a week into it, cause I got sick. Not necessarily from the camp, but probably from the camp because I think I got like hella depressed because I was like, I'm not doing volleyball for myself. I'm doing volleyball because I want to get validation from upperclassmen. Like, that was literally the reason. Also, like, cause I wanted to play a sport. Um, and I thought volleyball was it because I did volleyball for 3 years in middle school. But then, and I slaved away at volleyball for like a long time. Like, I spent like whole weeks of summer break at volleyball, like quote unquote 학원. I had like a volleyball like private coach person, but I quit because it just stressed me out. Um, I'm so bad at this. Click to jump over. Yeah, I'm doing it right. Um, so yeah, I could not jump as high as this duck. Um, and like that was why I was. That was not only why I was bad. Like my vert was so, like, I can. I'm not my vertical isn't bad. It's just that in the context of someone as tall as me, like I think it should have been better. And I still was bad at spiking and everything. So volleyball just wasn't for me, So I quit, and then I entered high school. Then I met I joined new clubs. I joined the Spirit, which is our school newspaper. If you're in SFS, you would obviously know. I joined MUN. I joined clubs like WWF and Arrow. I'm no longer in Arrow. My friends are, but I'm not, cause I think it's a flop club. But sorry, that's going on the internet. Um, anyways, but then like I found out that like volleyball. I always knew volleyball wasn't truly my passion. I was gaslighting myself into thinking that it was. I was trying to convince myself that it was, but it really wasn't, honestly. And so, but once I joined other clubs, like I realized that when you do something that you actually like to do, like obviously there are kids that like sports who would love doing a sports, but like I realized that like I dreaded going to any form of volleyball practice. And so like why would I waste time doing something I don't really like? And that's why joining MU and like Spirit were such like they saved my life literally. No, not literally. It's not that deep. But I guess it is that deep because it really changed me as a person. And like and it helped me find my own passions. Like not passion in MUN, but like Spirit and like those kind of things. Like they're the reasons why I realized that I like whales. They're the reasons why I decided to eventually pursue like a major that's related to the environment, like WWF and MUN, and it all really helped out in the long term. And so I guess the conclusion of like that short story was that like don't do things because you feel like you have to do them. Because that was what I felt like I had to do. I thought it was like an obligation as like a student at a school to do like sports, and also like I was pretty obsessed with college for a while. Not a while, I still am. It's still college up season, but like I thought that I had to do a sport to get into a good college. There's a misconception like that, and obviously it doesn't hurt to do sports. It's really good. Like yeah, obviously, but it's not for everyone. You don't have to do sports for the sake of doing sports, or like you don't have to do immune for the sake of doing some kind of academic club or like all you know what I mean. You shouldn't do things because you feel like you have to do them. You should do things because you like to do them, and that's something that I feel like kids at my school, SFS, I think the only viewers are probably SFS people. But I feel like that's something people just don't realize, and it's something I didn't realize too. But like you have to find what's best for you. In 10th grade, I actually presented with my sorry, my co-president Jessica. We presented to our grade and underclassmen about what's best for you. Um, the campaign was called "What's Best for You," and sorry, excuse me. Okay, sorry. So yeah, the campaign was about. We presented a lot of different resources and strategies to kind of manage time and manage like studying and all that. And what do I do here? Uh, okay. Um, yeah. So that was, and we introduced a lot of different things, to get people to like find what's best for them, and we made them try, or I guess the teachers made them try out a few things, that we introduced, and apparently it was really successful. I think it was pretty successful. A lot of people said it really helped, and I think it was really nice and something I've always wanted to like spread or like make known is like you shouldn't do things for the sake of getting into college or for the sake of like validation, all that. You shouldn't do anything for other people. Like not in a volunteering sense, more like in a to get others validation way. You should do things because you actually like to do things, whether that be volleyball, which it wasn't for me, or whether it be like writing. We can join school newspaper, international relations. You like MUN, like science. You can join your science club. You should do things because you actually like them, not for anybody else. And yeah, that's why I'm doing this. I'm doing this podcast Duck Life playthrough because I'm bored, but also because I kind of want to spread a good message to the world, you know? Oh yeah, okay, bye.